From the crowd, now she's Panthers on the bathroom sink. Her mother would be so proud. Gets on a seat and there's a line to go pee, but the bathroom looks like a war zone.
Welcome in to episode 91 of Phired Up. Check us out at firedupsports.com. I'm Mike Gilletto. Joining me as always, Dom Console. Dom, what's going on, man?
What's going on, boys? How are you?
Doing just fine. We also have Chris Lucia joining us. What's going on, Chris?
Same stuff, different day.
Exactly, same stuff. I mean, listen, we got a lot to talk about. Obviously, a lot of good going on. 38-7, does that sound familiar? First, before we get into all that, I have to tell everybody about our sponsor. Breaking news, Manscaped now sells beard products. That's right. They're once again revolutionizing men's grooming with the brand new Beard Hedger Pro Kit. From a beard trim to a fresh shave, the technology behind the Beard Hedger Pro Kit allows you to shape your signature beard look. Now you can finally use Manscaped's product to make your drapes match your carpet by going to manscaped.com and using code FIREDUP to get 20% off and free shipping. It's time to tame your mane. No one likes a weird beard, so say goodbye to all your stubble trouble with Manscaped's Pro Beard Kit. It all starts with the Beard Hedger. This thing is a juggernaut of fixing faces. First off, this cordless trimmer has a rotary wheel that gives you 20 hair cutting lengths with one guard, so no more messy drawers full of extra add-ons. That's right. Face grooming doesn't need to be hard. Get 20 different beard lengths in just one guard. 20 is a lot. I will say that's a lot of lengths. Plus, it's waterproof, so you can shave in the shower to avoid all that hair in the sink. The titanium-coated T-blade is tough on hair but smooth on your face, leading to single-stroke efficiency that brings satisfaction one stroke at a time. The Pro Kit doesn't end there, though. They have created 4 dermatologist-tested formulations for your post-trim care. First, their beard shampoo and conditioner. You need to remember, all your hair is different. Your beard hair is more coarse and easier to damage than the hair on your head. That's why the kit has made shampoo and conditioner specially designed to moisturize, reduce ingrown hairs, replace natural oils, and promote beard health. Next, the kit has Manscaped's beard oil, an essential piece for your main facial accessory. No one wants a guy whose beard is brittle and dry. The oil relieves dryness both on the beard and the skin beneath, while adding a little shimmer and shine, making you look extra fine. Cap off the kit with the Beard Balm, a pomade that shapes, style, moisturizes, and tames for a sculpted look to attract any fellows or dames. The beard kit also comes with 3 free gifts. A beard brush, comb, and scissors to ensure your beard is ready to impress. So get 20% off and free shipping with code FIREDUP at manscaped.com. It's 20% off and free shipping at manscaped.com using code FIREDUP. Manscaped Beard Hedger, 1 stroke, 1 guard, 20 lengths. It's a lot of new, exciting stuff over at Manscaped.
It's a shame. It's a shame that so there's 3 of us on the show and only one of us can use it.
I know. I said it last week when I was doing the ad read. I'm very jealous of people that can grow a nice beard. It doesn't really work on my. I don't know. It just doesn't look. It doesn't work. So, Chris, when you use it, you're gonna have to let us know how it is.
I'll definitely let you know.
Give us a nice little review. Is there anything you guys want to talk about before we kind of dive into the Eagles, or do you want to dive in?
Do we do our top 5 or do we have our top 5?
Full disclosure, you guys might. I forgot. I mean, I could probably rattle.
It's been like 3 weeks, bro.
I know. I could probably rattle it. You guys do yours first. If you both have them, you guys do it.
I do.
You guys rattle go off first, and I could probably come up with 5.
Chris, do you?
Go ahead, Dom. You go first.
You want me to go first? All right. So I got a little bit of a shocker. Maybe not a shocker, but something that I don't think a lot of people will have as their top 5. But he was here for a Super Bowl. He was basically the captain of the defense. I'm going Malcolm Jenkins, number 5.
Wow.
Okay.
Number 4. And listen, I obviously I'm keeping this with guys that I've watched. Like I'm not gonna, I can't put Reggie White or, Randall Cunningham or any of those guys because I didn't watch them play. But next I'm gonna go with probably the best. Well, okay, the best receiver of my teen years. And that's Deshaun Jackson. One of the best, if not the best deep threat ever. Next, I'm going to go with the leading rusher for the Eagles in franchise history, LaShawn McCoy, Shady.
Okay.
Number 2, I wore his jersey on Saturday. He's the captain, one of the captains of this team. The anchor, Jason Kelsey.
Okay.
And number 1, the obvious, I think this one's pretty obvious. He should be on all of our top 5s. I'm going to go number 20, Brian Dawkins.
Yeah.
Nice.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
It's hard to argue with that one.
It is. It is definitely hard to argue.
All right, I guess I'll go next. So number 5, again, this was just a guy that I just really enjoyed watching play. I think they did him dirty when they traded him, but Trent Cole at number 5, I just really liked him as a linebacker. He was like that last big known linebacker, and then we went into that dull little period of linebackers. Number 4, I'm going Zach Ertz.
Okay.
Just many great memories and the extension and the pop up back into his chest. Number 3, I'm going to go with Brian Westbrook. I think Westbrook in general, if he was in today's NFL, would be like the best running back in football. Number 2, just like you, Dom, Kelsey, and number 1, just like you, Dawkins.
Okay. Yeah, I think all of our lists, I mean, they're going to be fairly similar, obviously, because of the era that we grew up watching the team. My number 5 is, I don't think either of you said on, maybe I missed it, but somebody who I think gets so much unnecessary shit for, and that's the best quarterback in franchise history, Donovan McNabb, number 5. Number 4, I have Westbrook.
Number 5, you had number 5?
Number 5, I have number 5. I did not do that on purpose. Number 4, I also have Westbrook for all the reasons you listed, Chris. Number 3, I have Kelsey. He just kind of, Dom said everything about him. He's, eventual Hall of Fame, maybe first ballot. He's a Philadelphia Eagle. Number 2, I have Brian Dawkins. I don't even have him 1. Maybe it's a surprise. Number 1, obviously, very, very, very short stint. Terrell Owens.
I knew you were going that way.
He might be the best Eagle of all time. I know it only lasted 1 year.
But 1 year, but he missed. What did he play? 12 games.
He's played 12 games as a
Philadelphia
Eagle.
I absolutely loved it. It was electric, and if it lasts longer, they win a Super Bowl. Because that's the only receiver McNabb ever had the chance to throw to, ever.
Oh, get out!
I thought you were going to surprise me, and that's not true.
McNabb
that is true.
He's the only receiver you said.
Yes, he's the only legitimate
Deshaun
receiver.
Jackson, Jeremy Maclin.
And Jeremy Maclin.
I mean, that's at the end of his career.
Doesn't matter. It's still. He went to an NFC Championship game with Deshaun Jackson. What do you mean?
Yeah, and lost to Arizona.
I don't know. He had years of throwing to James Thrash, Todd Pinkston.
That's not what you said, though. You said that he never had anybody except T.O. That's not true.
He never had anybody except for 1 or 2 years outside of Terrell Owens. How many years did he play with Deshaun Jackson and
2, I think.
Jeremy Maclin?
1 with Maclin, 2 with Deshaun.
Okay. I mean, there's hyperbole with what I'm saying, but I'm not that far off.
No, but you said that to be technical.
Okay,
you said that it was the
technical card.
Yeah, you said it was the only good receiver he's ever played with. I'm paraphrasing, but that's basically what you said.
I didn't say good. I said he's the only receiver.
Only receiver, right?
Man, what about First Down Freddy?
No,
stop. I can't get
Yeah.
behind that.
Yeah, that's where you lost Dom.
Yeah, I'm out on that.
I thought it was so electric having T.O. here. I wish it could have lasted
Did you ever-
longer.
Did you ever hear the story about what's his name? Who did we just say?
Freddie Mitchell.
Yeah, Freddie Mitchell. Sorry, that fucking totally had a blank there. So a couple years ago, there was like a flood or whatever, and I guess he lives in like King of Prussia. His house floods, dude. He went to Walmart in his boxers. Like people were just like taking pictures of him in his boxers in Walmart. He's just trying to buy some pants.
He's definitely has CTE.
Yeah,
Like, they've said like he's well documented, like has CTE.
yeah.
It's
Yeah,
definitely
he's a regular at Jefferson. Yeah.
possible. I mean, listen, it is what it is. I mean, that's most football players, I imagine, at this point. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
So you want to get on to the Eagles then? Let's. I mean, I gotta play the song, right? I gotta do it.
What's this?
You guys can hear that, right?
The 16th time we've played it? The 15th?
So yeah. See, I guess it would have been the 15th, right?
Yeah.
I mean, this was never. It was never like a question.
There's never a game.
It was never a game. I mean, we were hearing all week about the New York Giants coming in. They were the hottest team in football. I don't know where people got that assumption. And that they were going to come in and surprise the Eagles and upset them. And we're hearing all week about how great Daniel Jones is and the New York Giants, and the Eagles said no.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, dude, we were at the Flyers game on Thursday, and I turned to you, and I remember what I said?
Yeah.
I said, I think this is going to be a bloodbath. Now, on Monday, you and I talked about how I thought, at least I gave my opinion that, like, I thought this was going to, and I think you agreed, like, it was just going to be a close game. It was going to be a hard-fought game. And then by Thursday, I just, you see these New York people, like, the media and the fans are, like, just talking shit all week, and we're just sitting back with our feet up, relaxed, waiting for the game. And, I'm so happy they received the ball to start the game. I really wanted to punch them in the mouth. That deep ball to Devontae, what was it, the second or third play of the game? Like,
Early
it
on,
solidified. It solidified a punch in the mouth, and you score. And the defense comes out and plays well, and then you. I think they scored what, like on their first
two drives, punted,
okay,
and scored again.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, like it's I really wanted to come out and start and punch them in the mouth, and I'm happy they did that.
They punched him in the mouth on defense too. Like,
yeah,
they were getting to Daniel Jones. I mean, the sacks weren't technically there, but they were in his face all game.
His first
Saquon,
his first 8 dropbacks. I think he got hit 6 times.
Yeah, they didn't get the sacks, but
right, he got hit.
they were there. He got hit, and Saquon had that one nice run, but I think somebody slipped to make the tackle. I think like Chauncey Gardner slipped. He had that one like 60-yard run. Other than that, they even held their running game in check.
Well, I think that was the key of the game.
What?
That was going to be the key of the game is contain the run and force them to throw the ball.
Yep. Yeah, and their wide receivers stink.
Yeah.
They are so bad. They're
Slayton's a nice player, but like that's it.
He would be a good like number 3 slot guy.
Yeah.
He's not your number 1 receiver. And
No. I'm just saying he's a nice receiver.
Yeah.
He's an NFL receiver.
Sure.
After him, I mean,
if they had him over like a Quez for the number 3 spot, I mean, I would take that because he's better than a Quez.
I don't even think Quez is number 3 anymore, man. I think Pascal's the number 3.
Number 3 is number 3. Yeah.
Well, yeah. I guess you're right.
But no, but I agree. I mean, if Slayton's your number 3, you're in a really, really good position. But it's just like after him, it's like like Kenny Golladay. Like we know what Kenny Galladay's been the last 2-3 years with them. He hasn't been anything since Detroit. He was a nice player in Detroit. Good fantasy guy, Pro Bowl. He got paid, So obviously he was a nice player, but like obviously it just hasn't translated well. But like I feel like after those, I mean, I think Kenny Golladay is probably an NFL receiver because we've seen it. But like after Slayton, who's Richie? Like Richie James? Like there was a dude that I saw.
Hodges.
Yeah. Who was the dude that I saw? I was like, I've never even heard of that guy.
It's probably that dude Hodges.
No. I know Hodges. There was another dude. I think his number was in the 80s. I forget his name, but I was like, I've never even heard of that guy. And they're gonna come here and beat us. Like,
not only beat us, they were gonna like beat us at our own game. Like
Yeah,
in Philly, just I think they were what 6-0 against number one seeds. I think that was the stat, or 9-0 against number one seeds.
Yeah.
They were going to come in Philly and just take over. It was never going to happen.
Marcus
Nah.
Johnson,
No,
Marcus
he used to be
Johnson,
here.
that's an old Eagle.
Khalil Pimpleton,
No, he might have even been a tight end. But keep going.
Daniel Bellinger,
No,
Nick Vanett.
Rookie.
no.
I've mean Isaiah Hodgins. We pretty much named everybody.
But name the tight ends. It might have been a tight end.
Bellinger, Vanett, Lawrence Cager.
Oh, okay. Cager, that's who it was. Cager.
He's our third string
Yeah.
tight end.
He played. I don't understand. Can you look up their snap counts? Or is that too much?
I can't. You guys can talk, and I'll
Dude,
get
he was just like I just remember turning to one of my buddies and be like, "Who the hell is Cager?" Like, they're just gonna pull these guys off the street and expect to win this game. Like,
I got to a point like 21-0 where I was like, all right, like now I can just literally like no pressure on watching this game. Like I'm watching it, but it's more of a relaxed watch instead of a like tense watch. And I don't know if I like that. I kind of got bored. I don't know if you guys felt the same way. Like
if it gets me a Super Bowl, I'll be bored every single game.
I just at a certain point I'm like, all right, just keep the ball running, keep it moving, get this game over.
The kind of style your wife hates. Yeah. Your wife hates when they run the ball.
Why are they doing that? Like, they're trying to win the game. They want to get out of there. Yeah, and AJ Brown, did you see what came out today? Why he was like mopey on the side?
I didn't, but I figured it was that deep ball, which could have won me a parlay, that was overthrown a bit. He looked like he got up and like wobbled.
Yeah,
or like he got up and limped.
It's with it. They said like he like injured himself. It's nothing crazy, but like that's why he was on the side, like moping around.
All right, so it took me a while, but I got the snap counts for the Giants. You wanted the Giants, right?
Yeah. How much? What's Cager at?
Cager played in 15 snaps, 29% of the offense.
That's like a lot for a third tight end.
Yeah.
I just saw this dude out here. I'm like, who is this guy? Why is he on the field? I mean, I'll take it, but
15 snaps.
That's funny.
And I love that their defensive line like couldn't even sniff Jalen Hurts. Like they got through. Maybe what was he sacked once?
I don't know.
I'm trying to think.
I think he was sacked
Maybe?
once, and it wasn't.
I can look it up.
It wasn't.
I mean, the good thing about Jalen is, and Dom was talking about the 1 sec. Dom was talking about the one deep ball early on to Devontae Smith. Is like that kind of showed like the Giants and everybody. This arm isn't going to be a problem. Right? They threw it. They just chucked it downfield. You know, one of the first plays of the game, and it really didn't affect them.
McKinney.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
McKinney got the sack. Yeah.
It was, I actually when he did that, I thought I was like, oh no, that like I remember his arm was back, and I think he got hit on his throwing shoulder.
Yeah,
that's no good. But I have a conspiracy theory that, and it's probably not even conspiracy. It's probably just what NFL coaches do. After the game against the Giants last time, when he's like, yeah, you know, he's feeling a little sore. He's not all there. I bet he felt great that game, and that was just Sirianni like trying to put doubt in whoever they were going to play in the playoffs mind. Like, oh, you know, his arm's not there. Maybe we'll catch them off their game.
Yeah. It's definitely possible.
I'm just so happy that he's leading at the right level for this team, and like no emotion, like just do the damn thing, and like.
Well, you're happy it worked out. You know what I mean? Like I think we all are. Like we're happy, like because this guy came in with a goofy interview. He seemed like a goofy guy, and he still probably is a goofy guy. But like
definitely a goofy guy.
Yeah. Well, you know how you feel about him. You don't like him.
No,
but
I've told you I'm turning on Nick Sirianni.
If you're turning on Nick Sirianni before Bryce Harper, I don't know what to tell you.
What is this Bryce Harper thing going to stop? When did I say I didn't like Bryce Harper?
I didn't say you didn't like him.
Too much fanfare, I think you.
Yeah, he's just pandering a little too much. That's all.
So you didn't like the commercial with Harper?
What I didn't see it. I saw that it existed, but I didn't actually look at it.
Where he was doing
The hype video.
doing the
Yeah,
thing.
because you don't like them.
I saw it existed. I just that sort of stuff doesn't do anything
Right.
for me.
You scroll through and you're like, I don't really like Bryce Harper.
No,
so
I like Bryce Harper a
I'm
lot,
just-
but I don't
I'm
need to
just
see
gonna
that.
not
I don't
watch
need to
this.
see. I don't need to see the corny look at me Philly at thing. It's just.
But
it's
you love
corny and
Twitterella.
weird.
It's crazy. It's nuts. Guy
I
throws
mean,
iPads on the ice, and you're sitting here. You're sitting here saying,
First off, that's you're exaggerating. That's not how that happened.
Did you
I
guys?
heard he threw one in the crowd and started giving them away.
Yeah,
iPads.
yeah.
You get an
He-
iPad. He's Oprah.
yeah,
you
he
get
hit
an
a-
iPad. You
He
get
hit
an
a
iPad.
7-year-old in the forehead.
Yeah,
in
yeah.
the 12th row.
They got a lawsuit coming.
Did you guys
He
see
gets a free iPad and millions of dollars.
Yeah.
Sirianni wearing the Dream Chaser chain?
I did not.
I did see that.
You didn't
Yes,
see that, Dom?
I did see
In
it.
No.
the locker room, he had on the Dream Chaser chain.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I did see
Yeah,
that.
I did see that. It's weird. I don't know. It's whatever.
It's hey, if it works and
But-
getting the players to play,
Yeah.
But like I was saying before we got into how Mike hates people, it's a relief that this worked out because like he's a goofy guy with that goofy interview and like, but he does something to where like he's just a great leader of men, a great leader of a football team. Like, it's a sigh of relief that it's it seems like it's working out.
you know what? I think it's because he comes off like blue collar. You know what I mean? Like, if he wasn't a football coach, he'd probably be in like the IBW 98.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like just a union blue collar worker, like grinding every day to make sure his kids had food. Like that's kind of like what I see him. I loved when he was like yelling at the officials on the sideline.
I'm allowed to be here. I know what the fuck I'm doing.
Yeah.
And he did that. Remember, I think when they were playing in the preseason, when he was yelling across the field at Robert Saleh, like
Yeah, I was there.
yeah.
Oh, because
I was
it was like a late hit on Hurts or something,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
out of bounds. Yeah, I was so far up. Like I was watching from Mars. And I remember you texted like Sirianni looks like he's gonna fight Salah, and I'm like, what? And then I like went on Twitter and I was like, holy shit.
I mean, it all goes back to, and I still have the clip saved, so it all goes back to this.
We all water. We all fertilize.
You know what I mean? Just a weird guy, but it's all kind of worked out at this point.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, there really isn't a whole lot to break down from this game because it was just an ass kicking. Like nothing was ever in doubt. They took care of business. I think the Giants, will be better. Like I think they have a lot to build on. I think they have a decent enough defense. They need to get some weapons. I think Dable's a really good coach. I think they'll be there again. They're just nowhere near ready to compete for the Super Bowl, I don't think.
Yeah, no. I think I think you're right. Like their defense is what's gonna keep them in games. After the game, I was listening to something where like it couldn't be more true. If by the fourth quarter they're not in the game or it's not close enough to where they're in the game's over. Like they have to be in the fourth quarter close.
Yeah, and they can't go on shootout with teams because they don't have the
Yep,
firepower.
they don't
to do it.
have. Yeah, they have no firepower.
Yeah. Like you have Saquon where he can get going, but even him in the second half of the season, his numbers dipped drastically. He was really good the first 10 games, and then he kind of fell off a cliff
And
in the
that's the
second
fact
half.
he's a running back. Like
Yeah,
as much
you
as
can only
he
do so much.
Yeah, you can only do so much. I mean, they average 5 yards. If you average 5 yards a run, you're a great running back. Like you need guys that can catch the ball.
Which I mean, he can do out of the backfield too. But
Yeah, he's all right.
yeah. So I mean, he's a former Penn State guy.
Yeah, he's
So
all
just all right, huh?
All right. If he comes to the Eagles next year,
Yeah, yeah.
Dude, can you tell that story? So I always think about this. The story. Do you saw him up at Penn State in the gym, right?
yeah.
And you're like, you want to come to Philly or something? Yeah.
No, that wasn't what happened.
Oh, okay. I thought that's what happened.
Was I was an intramural supervisor at the gym up at Penn State, and it was like a hazing. It wasn't really hazing, but they told me to like go clear the gym so we can get the intramurals together.
Yeah.
And Saquon was in there shooting the basketball, and they're like, "Hey, you got to go kick him out." I'm like, you can go kick him out. I'm not kicking him out.
Yeah, go kick out the star running back.
Yeah, he came second in Heisman that year.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it.
Yeah, one of the best players in the country. Go ahead.
And he
knock
was
it
a
out.
super nice guy because when I walked in there, he came up to me and he's like, "Do I gotta go?" I'm like, "Nah, you're good."
Also, he gave you an out. You could have kicked him out.
No, I wasn't kicking him out. I walked in, I saw, and we had these bright orange shirts, so like everybody knew who we were. And he's like, "Oh man, do I gotta go?" I said, "You could nah, you're good. You could stay." I'm like, yeah, "You can go. You guys can go kick him out. I'm not kicking him out."
Oh, that's funny. That is funny. So, I guess we kind of lead into the next game they're going to play, NFC Championship game against the Niners. Before we get into that, it's not. I mean, it's nice Dallas lost, right? I mean, it would have been fun to beat the balls off of Dallas in the NFC Championship game, but at the same time, it's nice to see them out of the playoffs and have some more misery.
Can I just say this too? And I was somebody who was not a supporter, but like I didn't think. I thought he was better than people said, but Dak Prescott,
he sucks.
Like, he stinks.
yeah,
He
he's not
sucks.
good.
Like, okay, who's better, Dak Prescott, Danny Dimes?
If you give
That's
if you
Dak.
give Danny Dimes the receivers that he has, like
Fair point.
CeeDee
Fair.
Lamb, Pollard can catch the ball. Noah Brown's a pretty decent receiver. Gallup, I don't know. It might be one of those ones.
Do you guys remember when you told me that
Yeah.
Gardner Minshew is better
I
than
remember-
Daniel
yeah,
Jones,
and-
and
and
now
I-
we're saying that he's
Hold
better
on.
than Dak Prescott.
Hold on. Give me a second. I did apologize for that. I think last week or 2 weeks ago, I said I apologize for telling you
I
that
know.
Gardner Minshew was better. That was on me. That was my bad.
Yeah, that was a mistake.
Yeah, it was.
I just like
Gardner
to hear
Minshew
it.
sucks.
Yeah, I just like
Um,
to hear it.
I don't think it's that far off. Daniel Jones and Dak, like they're the same guy. I don't know. They turn the ball over a shitload. Like that's it. They both
They're
do it.
not winners.
No, yeah, they can't win. Even though I'm not ready to say can't with Daniel Jones. I still think he sucks, but like get some weapons around him and we'll see.
I'm really so excited that they're gonna re-sign him to like a contract. That makes me
Dak-
so
They're
Dak-
probably gonna tag him.
Daniel Jones?
Yeah,
They're
that,
probably gonna tag him.
Yeah.
that makes me so happy to know that he's gonna be their quarterback next.
Well, what are their other options? That's the only thing. Like, yeah, he's not good, but what other option do you have?
Garoppolo, Derek
Yeah,
Carr,
Derek Carr.
Tom
Yeah,
Brady. If
yeah.
you want to make a push at him,
Derek Carr's interesting. I think Derek Carr gets so much like unnecessary shit. Like, I don't think
He
he's
stinks,
the
though.
reason. I don't think he's the
He
reason
stinks,
that the Vegas stunk.
Nah,
this
but he
year.
stinks though. He stinks though. He's been in the league 8 years and he's never won a playoff game. He's not that. He's not. And I would have said that maybe like 3 years ago though. Like I would have agreed. Maybe even like 2 years ago. But he's nothing either.
I think he's the Redskins quarterback next year or the Commanders. I do.
Well, they're talking about what's his name? Sam Howell. Did I say
Yeah.
that? Yeah. They're talking about him being the starter. Like, you're in a bad spot when this guy, who's your third stringer in week 17,
Well, he's
is going to be your starting quarterback next year.
Sam Howell's a good quarterback, though. Don't get that confused.
Yeah, but to already name him your starting quarterback for next season, no
Yeah.
sort of competition, nothing. It's kind of.
I saw Lamar Jackson in a graphic, like a
In the
picture
Cowboys?
on Twitter. No, in a Commanders. Yeah.
I wouldn't be scared of Jackson. I don't think he's that good.
I think he's a loser too.
Well, I'm not gonna say he's good or bad, but he's better than anything that I've had in
Oh, absolutely.
our lifetime. So
Since RG3 that 1 year.
besides RG3 that 1 year, you're right? But I think Jackson can win you a division.
Man, who did they have for a while there that was like pretty decent?
Kirk Cousins,
Before Cousins, it was during
Rex Grossman was horrible.
while McNabb was here.
I was going to say McNabb was there for a couple years.
Campbell,
Remember that.
Jason Campbell.
No, he was in Tampa at that point. The only guy I can think of is Rex Grossman, and he was horrible.
No, it was
What years are we talking? 'Cause
Like
I have a
20
list of quarterbacks here.
2008, 2009.
2008, Jason Campbell. 2008, yeah, 2007, 8, and 9 with Jason Campbell.
Yeah, I think they were pretty.
I was way off then.
Right?
I don't have his stats in front of me. I don't have the team stats in front of me either.
What did
So-
what?
I'm not sure, to be honest with you. A couple years before that, they had Mark Brunell. Yeah, I mean the list of
Failure.
I didn't
the
realize.
list of quarterbacks is not good. And then one year they had Smith, they had Alex Smith, Josh Johnson, Colt McCoy, and Mark Sanchez all play for them.
Yeah, that's. Hey, Colt McCoy's still in the league. That's
He
the
is.
fun part.
He is. I couldn't tell you where, but I know he's in the league
Arizona.
somewhere. That's right, because he played for Kyler while Kyler,
Yep,
Kyler was
Arizona.
out. Yeah.
I'm thinking Jason Campbell's the dude from Tampa. Who's the dude from Tampa before Winston and like Josh Freeman? That's who it was.
Freeman, yeah,
Freeman.
yeah.
Yeah.
So 2009, Campbell's last year, the Redskins went 8-8.
Okay, nothing great, but
No.
I just remember them being like, I do remember there being like at least they were a better team,
Competitive, yeah.
competitive. Yeah,
Year before that, they went 9-7, so they're around 500 with him.
yeah. I don't. They need to figure something out down there.
I think. Go ahead,
I think they're gonna fire the coach.
Rivera.
Yeah, I think so too. I'm surprised it hasn't happened yet,
think,
though, to be honest with you.
I think. Talking about quarterbacks, I think Garoppolo goes to the Jets.
Do you?
I think.
So
Yeah,
I actually think Lamar goes to the Jets if the Ravens let him go.
I think
Lamar
he
goes
goes
to
back
Jets.
to Baltimore. I think he goes back to Baltimore, but I think Lamar goes to Baltimore. I think Brady either retires or goes to Oakland or Vegas.
Yeah.
I think Garoppolo goes to the Jets, and I think Carr. See, I think too many people are saying Miami's going to be a spot. I think maybe they may be only on Brady, and if they can't
I
get
don't
Brady,
know.
they're just going to keep Tua.
I think they have all their eggs in the Tua basket. Like they're gonna keep
Right.
riding with Tua. I think.
So who else needs a quarterback? Where's Derek Carr going to go?
Indianapolis.
Carolina.
I imagine Denver's still locked in with Russ,
Oh,
right?
I heard what do you call it? New Orleans, too.
Yeah.
Was
Yeah,
going to be
I-
interested in Carr.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
Because they don't have a
That might
first
be a
round.
spot for him.
They don't have a first round
Yeah.
pick this year to take a quarterback.
Right.
Tennessee, if they don't, if they want to get rid of Tannehill,
I think.
I think Willis. Yeah, I think they're going to give him a shot this
He
year.
stinks
And if he's
still.
not, yeah, I don't disagree. But I think if they're going to at least give it a shot, and if he
Yeah.
stinks, at least they get a bad record.
Yeah,
when they get a
the
quarterback.
Colts maybe.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
the Colts would be in play. You got to probably think of a team that, like Dom. I liked your thought process on Carolina because Sean
Yeah.
Payton getting a lot of love there, and maybe even Houston too. They probably need a quarterback if they don't. They're going to take
Yeah, but
one if they sign Carr for like a 2-year deal, 1-year deal.
I was going to say, I think there's going to be a lot of veteran quarterbacks that move around this year, but there's also going to be rookie quarterbacks too. So I maybe Houston drafts one or whatever.
They're definitely going to draft one. They're going to.
I feel like yeah, 2. Chicago's 1.
Yeah, they're going to get Bryce Young. Whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, Chicago's not going to draft.
Is he the consensus number one, or is it?
It's him or
and
Stroud.
Yeah.
But I think Bryce.
Well, they
Young-
could trade it. They could trade that first pick.
Yeah, they could absolutely. If you're
Another
Chicago,
team that wants a quarterback.
yeah, if you're Chicago and you have a team that wants to jump and take Bryce Young, because I think he's going to be the first quarterback to go.
You think it will be him?
Yeah, I don't think he's the best quarterback there, but he is going to be the first one to go. I actually think this quarterback class sucks.
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah.
very similar to the Trevor Lawrence class. Lawrence obviously was the consensus number one, but the 3 or 4 quarterbacks that were drafted 2 to 10 or whatever,
Yep.
I think they all sucked. And this class is reminding much of the Trey Lances, the Zach Willises, or Wilsons. Sorry, it reminds me of those guys.
Who else was a bad class that wound up being a bad class? What year
What
was
was Rosen? What was the Rosen?
Rosen? Yeah. What year?
Yeah, that was real bad.
Was that
that was Darnold.
2012? Was it 12?
Was that Darnold?
No, that was like
2014?
2018.
Was it that late?
Yeah.
Oh,
Darnold,
27.
Rosen.
No, 2017. 2017 was Mahomes.
I think
It might have been 2019.
I got no. It was,
2018 or
you were
19.
right. It was 2018. It was Baker Mayfield 1, Saquon 2, Darnold 3, Denzel Ward 4, Bradley Chubb went 5th, Quentin Nelson went 6th, Josh Allen went 7,
Okay.
Roquan Smith went 8.
Wait, which Josh Allen?
The quarterback, Buffalo Bills quarterback.
I didn't
Josh Allen
know
went 7.
Jacksonville. Josh Allen.
Yeah.
Roquan Smith went 8. Mike McGlinchey.
Mike
He's on the
McGlinchey.
49ers.
Yeah,
He's a Philly guy. Elko guy.
Niners picked him at 9, and then Josh Rosen went 10. So
Yeah.
I mean, you had a couple really bad picks, but you also had a couple that hit.
Bradley Chubb, Roquan Smith.
Josh Allen.
Josh Allen, Saquon, Bradley Chubb. I don't know if you said him.
Yeah.
Quentin Nelson's a damn good player.
Yeah, McGlinchey's good too.
Yeah.
They both went to Notre Dame together.
Yeah.
McGlinchey and Quentin Nelson.
And then Minka Fitzpatrick went a pick after Rosen. He's a damn good player.
He's a great player.
So yeah, right.
Yo, did you guys see CJ got his car stolen?
I
Yeah.
did see this. he said, "Really, Philly? That's how you treat a win."
Somebody said like that's one way. I guess they can't get him to leave the city.
Yeah.
That's funny. But anyway, back on track to the Niners. I do like that they're the early game on Sunday. That makes things easier for me. 3 o'clock Sunday.
San Francisco though, having to watch at 12 o'clock.
That is true. I didn't think of that.
I would have thought they would have moved that to the later game just because
Right.
it's playing San Fran.
That's true. I didn't think of that.
I mean, I don't care. It's great for us.
Right. But who do you guys like? I mean, the Eagles opened up, I believe, at 1.5 point favorites. I don't know what it is now. I think it's
2.5.
It's 2.5.
Yeah,
I think it's going to climb more.
I do too.
Yeah, I'll be honest.
I think it's going to get to 3.5.
Like, I think the Niners defense is very good. That's not a secret. I think their offense is going to struggle to score points.
I agree with that.
I like the Eagles in this game. I think the Eagles are going
So
to
do
the
I.
Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So do I.
The only thing that worries me is, and I was talking to Mike right before you jumped on, Dom, is can we keep McCaffrey contained? I'm not worried about Debo. I'm not worried about Ayuk. Kittle.
Yeah. No, go ahead. Sorry.
Kittle always gives us fits, but it's McCaffrey that worries me.
Okay, so here's my thought. If I'm a coach, here are the things that I'm doing to win this game Sunday. I'm on the offensive side of the ball. I think if you can contain Bosa, just like the Eagles did with the Giants on the other side of the ball, contain their best player on that side of the ball and force the team to do other things. If you can contain Bosa, listen, they have good linebackers, but if they can contain Bosa, run the ball, throw the ball, I think they'll be good offensively. Defensively, I think if you can get, just like the Cowboys did, because we saw a lot of success technically from the Cowboys defense in letting Purdy run to his left, I think Hassan Reddick is going to be a highlight of this game. I think we're going to need a big game, just like we've seen all season from Hassan Reddick. If he can get around that right tackle and cause Purdy to run to the left and throw on the run and get pressure on him, I think the Eagles can win this game.
Yeah, I don't think Purdy ever in his career is going to see a front that he's about to see this weekend. Like this, what do they got? 6 guys that can get to the quarterback, and they're going to be fresh. They're going to be in. They're going to be out. I think it's going to be like a good day for us to be in his face, and then it'll be a chance for us to see how he plays. Like with pressure in his face. It's good for the 49ers too because they have decisions to make. Like imagine you're the 49ers, you have a decision to make now as who's your quarterback next year.
Yeah.
So it's going to be good for them. Not that I really care, but it's going to be good.
Well, it's a good problem. Yeah. It's a good problem for them.
I don't know if I use the word good. I mean, if there's
three quarterbacks to choose from.
Yeah, but just because you have 3 quarterbacks to choose from doesn't mean any of them are great. Like I think Jimmy G isn't that good. Trey Lance I think sucks.
I'm just saying
Purdy,
it's good to have.
don't know.
It's just good to have. It's a good problem to have. Yeah, it's good to have options. It's a good problem to have.
You think Trey Lance sucks?
I do think he sucks. Yes.
Oh, you haven't seen him. You're the same.
Yeah, I haven't seen enough. I haven't seen enough.
I think he stinks. I think Jimmy G stinks too.
I think Jimmy G is literally Alex Smith. Like they just changed bodies.
Yep. I agree. And Purdy, I don't think we know. I think
I think
Purdy.
Smith is better.
I think.
Yeah, I do too. I think so.
Well, I don't know that Purdy has a ton of talent. The one thing that he has that separates him from like a Jimmy G is he's just got balls. Like
He's got a nutsack.
he really does. He doesn't care. He's gonna try to make whatever throw he can.
And he's athletic. Like he gets
absolutely.
around. He runs around like I was the Seattle game. Like Ayuk, and then the game was over, but Ayuk dropped the touchdown. The dude ran like 500 feet around, and like it was like vintage Russell Wilson, and he threw to a wide open Ayuk. He dropped the ball in the end zone, but like he's an athletic guy. You know, he's you know, if this was year 3 of Brock Purdy, like I'd probably be a little worried. But like I've said before, the reason I'm not is because a rookie quarterback has never been to the Super Bowl. We've had 50 something Super Bowls by this point. Like that's no like that's not like something that's, you know.
Yeah, but just because it's never happened doesn't mean it never will. Like,
it can't. No, absolutely.
It will at some point.
It could at some point. Not that
I imagine if they play 100 more Super Bowls, I have to think at some point a rookie would
could. It could happen.
Sure,
exactly. It could happen.
I imagine it would at some point.
Okay, they could have said that 55 years ago. They could have said that 55 years ago.
But you guys also
already halfway there to 100.
Well, you have to remember though, Dom, if you're a rookie quarterback going to the Super Bowl, unless you're like this team where he had to step in, you probably sucked the year before. If you were, you got drafted high, if you were that kind of guy, because if you're like a lower end quarterback, you're probably
Drew, it's a very specific set of circumstances that have to happen.
Right, but Dak was what a third round pick,
fourth
round pick. He almost made it to a Super Bowl that year. They were the best team in the NFC, and they lost in the first round or the second round, whatever it was. Because
they're the Cowboys. That's what they do.
Right. The Cowboys are going to Cowboys. The Mets are going to Met. So
exactly.
I really wanted them to play Dallas though.
Did you really?
I really did.
Because of the Eagles Dallas connection, or because you think the Dallas is a better matchup for them?
I think there's multitude of reasons here. I'll start with number one. My brother's a Cowboys fan, so I think it would be like just a great thing to happen. Number two, I'm a season ticket holder, so I think that if it was Eagles Dallas, I could upsell those tickets like ridiculous.
That's true.
Price gouge them like crazy.
Again, while it would be fun to play Dallas in an NFC Championship game, there's not a chicken dick's chance in hell I'm rooting for the Dallas Cowboys in any sort of game. So
I wasn't rooting. It was more like watching.
If it happens, it happens.
If it happens, and I'm fine either way.
Nah.
I went into that game. I went into that game saying to myself, I would love to play Dallas next week, but I'm not sitting there rooting for them. I'm just, whatever happens, happens. I hope it's Dallas, but if it's not, then it's bring me the Niners.
The one thing I didn't want was a Giants Cowboys game. Then I wouldn't have watched. I probably wouldn't have watched. Yeah, that would have been awful. Terrible.
When do you guys think? I know, people don't think of this, but this is the kind of stuff that plays in my mind. When do you think San Fran flies out here? That's gonna put. When
do they usually do it? Thursday, Friday, probably.
Does that play a huge part?
Usually Saturday.
Country.
West Coast to East Coast, coming cross country.
Yeah, I don't know. It could, I guess. I don't know what the protocol usually is for cross country travel like that. I don't know.
I just love those little intricacies because is that the reason Dom just pieced out?
Dom's out. It wouldn't be an episode of Phired Up without Dom dropping off due to connection issues.
Dom literally needs to get the CEO of Xfinity involved in this.
We could call him, right? We got him on the phone.
Actually, you want to know something funny? My mom, probably 6 years ago, was she used to just pay the bill. She didn't know how to do it, anything with smartphones or anything. She just would pay the bill for Xfinity. Well, we found out we were being overcharged, so we wound up calling and saying it. And the lady said to my mom on the phone, "What are you, some sort of idiot?" So we got Like the CEO of Xfinity called my mom. It's like,
Really?
Oh,
yeah, like that's like a lawsuit. Like you can't call somebody an idiot. Like what kind of idiot are you to not pay attention to your phone? Is like to what you're paying is like what it was. So
So did your mom keep the CEO's phone number? Because we have to get better internet over there.
yeah,
well,
that's what we're
so when
talking.
yeah. I figured. I texted you guys that I was gonna reload anyway.
By the time I saw
You
your
guys don't
text, you're
check
already
your
on.
phone.
No, by the time
You
you
guys-
texted us,
Guys,
by the time I saw your text, you're in here already.
that doesn't mean that I didn't send it. That's just
No,
time
you
that
just have
saw it.
you just have shitty internet, and it took 20
Nah,
minutes. to
bro,
get to me.
I got Verizon. Verizon kills it, man.
Oh, do you? You have Verizon?
Yeah, I switched over. Yeah.
It's not,
Yeah, it's
not
great.
too good.
Well, this is Xfinity. It's not Verizon. No, I'm saying Verizon wireless. That's my cell phone carrier.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're on iMessage, which is on your Wi-Fi. So the reason it didn't go through was because of Xfinity.
Xfinity.
It all comes back to Xfinity and Comcast.
First off, we're assuming that you didn't. That we're just assuming that you just got it.
It says I got it 2 minutes ago.
Yeah, and that's when I hopped off.
Okay. Fair enough.
I shit on Xfinity all you want. I don't give a shit.
Yeah,
they suck.
I hate Xfinity. They're awful.
To be fair, last week was pretty well downstairs. Like I didn't have any issues last week except when a fucking computer fell, and that's different
did you
issue.
listen
That's
to
a
that?
different issue for a different day.
Chris, did you listen to that? Did you
I
see that at
didn't.
all?
No.
Yeah, his laptop literally fell off his lap.
Dude, I was like in the middle of middle of just talking, and the whole so I keep it on like a tray, on top of a table, on top of a tray table, and all right, so like the legs, they don't fit on the tray table unless they're straight, but when they're straight, they're wobbly because they're supposed to come out a little bit so that it stays like, flush, I guess, or whatever. So I had them straight, and before the show, I'm sitting there like, this is gonna fall. I know it's gonna fall. Like, so I was
Spoiler
like,
alert, it did.
I had to like keep it as straight as possible, and of course, like I thought it was gonna happen at like an hour 10 in. Dude, it happened 10 minutes in. It just fell. Saw underneath my couch. Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah. And then what was it? It was a few weeks ago when I had to talk by myself for 10 minutes because Dom
Yes.
just
Yeah.
left.
Monologue.
Oh man, it wouldn't be an
man.
episode of the show without Dom leaving for something. You guys ready to do your picks? Because
Yes.
I haven't
Eagles Bengals.
I haven't updated the okay. I like it. I haven't updated the totals, so we could just do our picks this week, and we'll update them. I'll update them for next week's show. All right?
Should
Does
we?
that sound good?
Since there's only two, and in the spirit of keeping it like 4, should we do over unders too for both games?
Yeah, we can do it. I like that. I like the call of that. So hold on, let me write this down here because I came ill prepared. Shocker, right? All right, so who wants to hit me with their picks first?
I didn't even know. What are the over unders? Can you just tell me that?
That's a good question. Hold on. let me-
So I don't have to look them up.
San Fran and Philly is 45.5.
I'm gonna go. Oh wow. Yeah, I'll go. I'm gonna go over for both. I don't even give a shit.
You don't even know what the over is.
47.5.
That's great. Perfect.
I'm gonna go.
So you go, Dom. You said over for half, or over
Yeah,
for both?
over for both Bengals Eagles.
So Eagles minus 2.5. The Bengals minus 1.5.
Yes.
Okay, I like it.
I'm going Eagles Chiefs over both.
The Eagles Chiefs over on both. Okay. That Bengals Chiefs line's weird. Does that mean that
Yes, I think so.
injury to is the injury to Mahomes affecting that line? I imagine so, right?
Yep.
I believe so. A road team favorite in an AFC championship game.
So
I mean,
the
that's got to
Chiefs
tell you
and
something.
the
Right.
bettors and the media, everybody loves the Chiefs. So this is a really weird line to me.
I think the Chiefs could win the game if I was telling people today. I think the Chiefs could win the game if Mahomes is healthy. If he's not 100% or close to it, obviously nobody's 100%. We always say that this time of year. But if he's anywhere near, or if he's not close to 100%, then I think I just don't think they win.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Eagles minus 2.5, under 45.5, And I'm going Chiefs plus 1.5 over 47.5.
Yeah,
So those are my picks.
I like it.
Yep, exactly. Do you guys got anything else to talk about? This is a short little show. We didn't really have much else planned or prepared. Got anything else you guys want to talk about?
Give us a roster.
Okay, I'll give you a roster. What year should I do? Give me a year.
I don't fucking know.
All right,
2008.
Okay, 2008.
Ooh.
2008. Oh, what team should I pick? Did we do the 08?
We've already done the Brewers. I know that.
We done
We
the
should
08
do
Red
the 08
Sox.
Phillies.
I mean, I feel like you guys would be able to
But
do
you have
that.
to name the entire.
If we couldn't do that, I think that's a real issue.
2008. Have we done the 2008 Red Sox yet?
Probably not.
I don't think so.
All right, let's do the 2008 Boston Red Sox.
Okay, so they won obviously in 07, so they're a fairly decent team.
They were 95 and 87.
They lost to
Oh, I'm
the
sorry,
Rays.
67, and they finished second in the AL East.
Didn't they lose? The Rays won to go to the World Series.
Correct.
Yeah, they beat them.
The Rays beat the Red Sox in the championship series in 7 games.
Okay,
Yeah, so they were a good team.
I'm gonna say
team.
Euclid at first,
Correct.
Pedroia.
Pedroia at second,
Correct.
Mike Lowell at third.
Correct.
Let's go.
Big Poppy at DH.
Correct.
Veritek catching.
Yes.
08, Manny was with the Dodgers, but I don't know. Does that count? Like,
He was
'cause
with
I
them
think he got traded.
at one point that season, but
Yeah,
It says he played 100 games for them this year.
yeah, he
did
was
get
traded at the
traded.
deadline. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
Dodgers.
Who's the shortstop?
Mm,
JD Drew and right.
Correct.
John Lester is a pitcher.
Yes.
was Buckholz there?
No. Young. He wasn't. He didn't pitch. It's weird. He's on the roster, but he didn't pitch a single game. So I don't know what that's about.
Okay.
Okay, is the center fielder like well known?
You know what? I lied. Hold on. Clay
Jacoby
Buchholz Buchholz did play. So I was looking at their batting stats. They're in the AL. He doesn't have any batting stats. If that makes
Yeah,
sense.
sure doesn't.
So Buchholz was on the roster.
Jacoby Ellsbury?
Yeah.
No.
No?
Well,
Coco Crisp.
Coco Crisp, correct. Is
Yeah.
the starting center fielder, right? Ellsbury
what it
was
is.
on the roster though.
Josh Beckett?
You guys keep switching things around. Josh Beckett was there, yes.
Schmidt. I mean, he still wasn't there, right?
Who?
I'm not Schmidt.
Schilling?
Schilling. Sorry.
Schilling, no.
Yeah.
No.
What was the dude's name that threw the knuckleball?
Tim Wakefield.
Yep, it was Tim Wakefield. Yep. So you guys are missing a pitcher and the shortstop.
And the closer, right?
Yeah.
Papelbon?
Yes.
Was the
Papelbon. Yep, Papelbon was their closer.
We're missing a shortstop
Pitcher.
and a pitcher, right?
Yep.
You said? Not Bronson Arroyo.
No.
Would we know this pitcher?
Yes.
I feel like he's like an ace. Or like not like an ace, but like a top guy.
Who? The shortstop, like well known.
You know the name, yeah. I mean, I don't know if I call him an all-star, but you know the name. The shortstop played for the Tampa Bay Devil Rays, the Houston Astros,
Lugo.
Boston Red Sox. I'm sorry, what was that?
Lugo.
Julio Lugo, correct.
There you go.
And the pitcher. Have any guesses or you need hints?
Give me teams.
Teams. The Boston Red Sox, New York Mets.
I was gonna say Johan, but he didn't play for the Red Sox and he played for the Twins.
How when did he? What was his like time period?
From 2007 to 2014.
All right, so he couldn't have been like an ace.
Definitely know the name though. I have one hint, but it'll completely give it away.
7 years, and he only played with those two teams.
Correct.
Yeah, I don't.
Give us a hint.
He's international.
Japanese?
Yes.
Daisuke?
Daisuke, there you go. Got it.
Okay.
I was gonna say he's Japanese, but I thought that was gonna give it away too easy.
Yeah.
So there you go. You got that. All right.
And
Nice.
Daisuke, he was so good for like 1 year.
Yeah.
I remember
Yeah.
his wind up would take forever to get delivered to the plate because he would like come up and then he'd like do this like motion and then he'd come forward. I just for some reason remember him like taking forever to deliver the pitch.
All right. Next roster. I got the 2016 Minnesota Twins.
Oh.
Maurer,
Mm-hmm.
correct.
Morneau.
Morneau is gone.
Morneau is not
think.
there. Yeah, no, he's not there.
Jesus Christ.
This lineup's a little tough. I will be honest.
Is Sano up yet?
No. I lied. DH, yes. Sorry.
Okay. I don't think I can get another guy.
I think you could.
One other guy?
At least one other guy. Maybe two or three.
Nah, Torrey Hunter was already retired by then.
No.
And if he was on the Angels maybe.
One guy's still on their team.
Carlos Correa.
No.
No. Buxton?
Buxton, yep, was 22 years old.
Really?
He was 22 years old, yep.
I don't think I can get another guy.
Their catcher, but you probably know him. He played for a ton of different teams. Washington, the Angels.
Napoli?
No. Atlanta.
Schneider?
No. Goddamn. Yeah, I thought you guys were going to be better at this.
This one's hard.
This one's a real hard one.
Kurt Suzuki was their catcher.
Okay.
Second baseman. Played for the Twins from 12 to 17. I'm sorry, 18. Then played for the Dodgers, the Nationals, and the Mets.
McNeil? No. Oh, Murphy?
No.
Dozier.
No.
Correct.
Dozier.
Correct. Third base. Let me see teams he played for. The Minnesota Twins, Arizona, the White Sox, the Mets, and the Brewers.
Lamb.
No, last played for the Mets. Last played
name.
for the Mets in 2022, so he just played for them.
Ooh.
And before the Mets, he was with Milwaukee and Arizona.
Shit. Not Cabrera. Is it Cabrera?
No.
No, it's not. He's Latin.
Yep, he certainly is.
Wait, the third baseman for the Mets this year. I forget his name. Fuck.
Eduardo Escobar.
Yeah, Escobar. Yeah.
All right, third baseman. Played for the Twins from 2010 to 2016, and then played for Oakland, the Tampa Bay Rays, and in 2018 played 7 games for your Philadelphia Phillies.
Plouffe.
Trevor Plouffe, correct.
Nice. Love that.
Left fielder. This is a wild roster. Left fielder played for.
They won a whopping 40 games probably.
I didn't even look at that. I'll tell you one second. 2013 played with Houston up until 15. Then played for Minnesota from 16 to 18. Played with Oakland from 19 to 20. Played with Detroit 2021 and 2022, and then played with Atlanta and played 46 games with Atlanta in this past season.
Duvall.
No.
When was he on Detroit?
He was on Detroit. I was just looking at their roster. Hold on. So their record. So he was on Detroit in 2021 and part of 2022. They got traded to Atlanta.
I have no idea.
Also, how many games did you think Minnesota won this season?
I don't know. 40. I was just kidding.
They won a total of 59 games.
Oh, wow. I wasn't that far off. I was going to say 60, but I kind of wanted to be a little funny.
Left fielder Robbie Grossman.
Robbie Grossman.
Right fielder, you definitely know. He spent his entire career so far.
Michael Kadire.
No, he spent his entire career with.
Dyer.
He spent the entire career with the Twins from 2015, and is still currently there. 2022 is the last season.
Oh,
with the Twins.
Kepler.
Yep, Max Kepler.
Kepler, whatever.
Yes, and let's see if we could get any pitchers here. That was the lineup. You guys bombed that one.
That's
Johan Santana.
No, different.
No,
Santana.
I know.
Different
Yeah.
Santana.
Oh, the dude who's been around forever. He was on a couple other rosters we did.
Was he? I don't remember.
Yeah,
Played with
he's
the
been in league
Angels, the
forever.
Twins, the Royals, the Braves, and the White Sox. Different Santana. Irvin Santana.
Never mind.
Irving?
Okay.
Irvin Santana, yeah. The next guy played for
Sonny Gray.
no. Played with the Twins from 2013 to 2019, the Texas Rangers from 2020 to 2021, and then played for your Philadelphia Phillies in 2021.
Oh,
and
Gibson.
2022. Kyle Gibson, correct.
Yeah.
I knew the Phillies one would give that one away. Next guy played for has played for the Twins his entire career from 2015 to 2022. His entire career so far has been played with the Twins. Still plays there.
I was gonna say Barrios or whatever his name is, but he's in Toronto.
He was our fifth starter.
Oh, okay.
So you did get one. You did get one that so there you go. So you're missing the pitcher I just named. Any guesses? Guy still
Well, say that again. What is it?
He's played so far he's played his entire career with the Twins from 2015 to 2022.
Oh, I know this. Shit. I forget his name.
Tyler Duffy.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Okay, you guys have butchered this lineup. The next pitcher, you're no chance that you're going to get. Play with Miami, Minnesota, the Angels, and the Dodgers.
When did he play for Miami?
He played for Miami from, let me see here. So, from 2006 to 2013.
Ricky Nolasco, baby.
There you go. Pulling names out. I like it.
Love that.
And then the last one. I really didn't think we were
We're still doing pitchers? How many pitchers they have?
Oh, we named-
Five.
We already named 5, didn't we?
No, you named Santana, Gibson. I said Duffy, Nolasco, and then Jose Barrios. I lied. It's 6. Okay, so there's a fifth one. Or there's a sixth one. Sorry.
Oh,
So
they
that's
only
six.
won 59 games. How
They
many
had
starters
six.
do they need?
They had 6, and this guy played for Minnesota, Oakland, Washington, Seattle, Mets, Atlanta, Baltimore, Toronto, Milwaukee.
Yeah, he's real good.
Tommy Malone. Never would have got that. All right. Do you guys want one more just to kind of?
Yes.
I feel you guys got to go out on a better note than that.
Yeah, but don't give us like the 2016 Minnesota Twins.
I'm trying to think. What should I give you? What team?
The 2010
Okay.
whoever, I don't know, pick a team.
Orioles.
2010 Baltimore Orioles. The Orioles,
Oh,
my
God.
guess, are going to be harder than you think.
I would probably
Yes.
agree.
Let's see how many games they won. So I always want to say Oilers. The Orioles went 66 and 96 this season.
Beautiful ballpark.
I'll tell you what, this lineup's harder than the other lineup.
We should do like World Series winners.
Okay. Well, who won in
Texas.
2010? 2010
San
was who? St. Louis?
Giants.
San Fran.
San Fran?
Yeah. I
All
probably could do that team.
You probably could.
Yeah.
All right, let's see here. 2010.
Hunter Pence. Right
So
field.
they beat the Rangers in 5
Rangers,
games this
yeah.
season.
Hunter Pence wasn't there yet, Don.
Was he not there yet?
He's on Texas.
Okay.
He was not there, no.
2012 was his first year.
No, yeah.
Yeah. He's got 2.
Yep.
Buster Posey.
Correct.
Let's
There's
go.
your free space.
We can do it from
Yeah, no, fucking fire names. I'm fine with that. Tim Lincecum.
Yes.
Matt Cain,
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yes.
you had Matt Cain.
Tom Gardner.
Yes. They also have 6 pitchers
Um,
listed too, by the way.
The lefty dude. He's been in the league forever.
The lefty dude.
What's his name?
The
Is he not lefty?
Why does it not give me left
Zito.
right?
Zito.
Barry
He's not
Zito,
lefty.
yes. Yeah, he is.
Yeah,
on
he's not
here.
lefty.
It doesn't give me
That's what I was
left
thinking of.
right on here for some reason. It's weird. I don't like that.
Who the hell played first?
Aubrey Huff.
I know Aubrey Huff.
Crawford there at second.
Aubrey Huff was there. Who?
Brandon Crawford.
No.
Shortstop?
Been there for such a long time.
Nope.
No, I think he came up in 2011. Man.
Pat
This
Burrell.
is harder than I thought.
Pat Barrell was in left. Yep.
Wow, he stole a ring.
He certainly did.
Aaron
Angel
Rowan.
Pagan.
Aaron Rowan was in center.
I thought it was Angel Pagan.
Nope. Aaron Rowan.
Was he on that roster? Like, was he a bench guy?
He was not. No.
Was Panda at third?
Sandoval. Yep.
Yeah.
He's a third.
Wow.
Was Cody Ross
Joe
on
Panic.
Ross was not. No.
Joe Panic.
Cody Ross was came off the bench. Only played 33 games.
the Phillies that year?
Yeah.
No Joe Panic.
No.
Brandon Belt.
Nope.
No. Yeah, it's too long ago.
So you guys are missing the shortstop and the second baseman, I believe,
And the right fielder, I think.
And the right fielder, yes, and then 2 pitchers as well.
So we got
Can you give me the right fielder? What teams?
He played for the Giants from 2017 to 2012.
2017.
2000. Did I say 2017? Sorry, I meant 2007. Yeah. Sorry.
Okay.
2007 to 2012. Then played for the Phillies in 2012. Played for the Cubs in 2013 and 14, and then played for the Nationals in 2014 as well. That was his final season.
Who's this?
Played 37. The right fielder.
Right
Played 37 games for the Phillies in 2012, and I'm sure we all remember how dark the days were in 2012 of the Philadelphia Phillies.
2012. So we probably got him back on the Hunter Pence trade. So he's definitely an outfielder, right fielder.
Yep.
Who?
Jeff Francoeur.
You will. I don't think you'll ever name his name. No.
Okay. We know it's not Michael Gadire.
Correct.
That narrows the list down.
That narrows it down an awful
Is
lot.
their closer? Can I go with their closer?
Sure.
Was it Brian Wilson?
It was Brian Wilson.
Right.
I got nothing. What about shortstop? Give me.
Shortstop has played for a bunch of teams. Colorado from 01 to 03. The White Sox from 04 to 08. The Giants from 09 to 2010. The Dodgers from 11 to 15.
Juan Uribe.
Juan Uribe is correct.
Love that. All right, second base.
Second baseman. Played for the Red Sox from 02 to 03. The Pirates from 04 to 09. The Giants from 09 to 11.
Walker.
I'm sorry?
Walker?
No.
No.
Wrong. Walker who? Who are you thinking of?
You're thinking Neil Walker?
Neil Walker. Yeah.
Okay, all right. No, it was not him.
I just thought of Pittsburgh.
No.
I got nothing.
Was he ever an All-Star?
3-time All-Star.
Freddie Sanchez?
Freddie Sanchez, correct. I like the questions. I like it.
I'm trying to think like who was good in Pittsburgh at that time.
Yep. He's a
My
3-time
boy's
All-Star.
wicked smart.
Wicked smart. All
My
right,
boy's
so,
wicked smart.
Did you guys get the right fielder yet, or do you want me to just tell you? I don't think
Yeah.
I'll ever get the name. Nate Shireholtz?
Shearholtz?
No,
Shearholtz?
Shearholtz. Yeah, Shearholtz. Yeah.
Shearholtz? That's not how you say that, but okay.
That's his name.
That he spells his name wrong then. It's Shireholtz. So pitchers are missing 2. Because for some reason they have 6.
Are they like
listed.
known?
Not really. I mean, the one played for the Giants from 06 to 2011. Then played the Royals in 2012 and Colorado in 2012. And then Pittsburgh in 2013.
Yeah, and these 2 probably didn't pitch in the playoffs either because they probably ran a 4-man rotation.
Probably not. I don't have that information here.
I'm just trying to think like if
2010 he did pitch in the he got rocked, but he did pitch in the World Series. One game started, ERA of 7.71.
There you go.
So he got rocked in his one. That was the only loss that they had in that series.
I had nothing.
Yeah.
That would be Jonathan Sanchez.
Another Sanchez.
Still don't know who he is.
And then the other guy has played for the Cubs from 03 to 05.
Zambrano.
No.
Harry Wood.
No, the Marlins in 06. The Royals
Randy
in 06.
Wolf.
No, the Royals in 07. And the Cardinals from 07, 09. And then
Kyle
finished
Loesch.
up his final career with the Giants in 2010, getting a ring before he retires. It's Todd Wellmeyer. You guys were never going to get
Who?
that. So, Todd Wellmeyer? Why is the carpet all wet, Todd?
Who is
I
that?
don't know, Margot.
Thank you, Dom. Appreciate it. All right, you guys ready to get out of here? Or you got anything else? Do anybody have a top 5 for next week? Nothing.
I got nothing on me currently.
We'll think about it and come up with something and do it next week because I got nothing.
Top 5 stand-up comedians.
Top 5 stand-up comedians.
No? Yes or no? Yay or nay?
I don't hate it.
Can
I
we
could
do? Can we make it a little bit more intense and do like top 5, like comedians in movies? Like Will Ferrell, who's good stand up, but I mean, like Eddie Murphy, who does stand up, but he's also in movies. So both of the criteria.
And it's got to be both. He's done stand-up and he's done he's known for stand-up and movies.
Like
I'm into it.
Chris Rock, like all those guys.
Okay.
I'm into it.
Okay. Yeah, we could do that. I'm game.
Okay.
All right, so you guys ready to get out of here?
Yeah.
Well, it's a little tough because
go
there's a certain guy that I like his stand-up but don't like his movies.
Who's that?
I'm not going to tell you. You got to wait till
say
next
it.
week. No, you got to wait till next week.
Well, Dom, you normally give like 15 honorable mentions, so just
It's true.
make it an
It's
honorable.
true.
It's a good
But
point.
like I don't like wait how does that fit the criteria though? Like do I do it
No,
because like
fine.
is it for
Yeah,
both? Like
No, they don't have to be great in both. They just have to fit in.
okay.
both.
Okay. All right, makes sense. I'm in. All right. Fired in. Let's go.
So I'm trying to think. There are stand-up comedians that I really like that I don't think do movies. I'm trying to think.
There are a lot of comedians who you don't know for stand up that have started in stand up. Most of them started in stand up. Like Seth Rogen
totally
started in
totally.
stand up.
No,
and
totally. But
he's
I'm
not
talking about
known
vice
for
versa.
stand-up.
I'm talking about vice
Yeah.
versa. The stand-up people that I like that I don't think are in movies. I'll have to think about it.
Yeah. Sucks Cat Williams isn't in movies because I think he's fucking hilarious.
He hasn't been in anything. Are you sure?
Like he's not. He's got. I think
He's
his
been in
criteria.
something.
All it has to do is we can even like
Well,
make.
I think it's got. He's got to be known for the movie. Like
Okay,
I don't think you just be like.
Hold on.
in a movie.
He had to have been in. I know he's been in something good.
He was in Norbit.
He was in
He
Scary
said
Movie.
something good.
That's true.
Cat Williams isn't a movie star. He's a comedian.
No, he's definitely not a
guy.
movie star.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
But he's
it's
been
just-
in
like, I think
movies.
they should be. Yeah, but I think they should there's a couple people I was gonna name, but like, I don't want to give anything away. But I don't know. I just don't think it's like, oh, he's like a supporting character in a movie. Like that counts. Like Hannibal Buress is a funny stand-up comedian, but like he doesn't have his own movies. Like,
No, I get it. Yeah.
Like Kevin Hart.
well,
Kevin Hart has his own movies.
right. Well, Hart's kind of gone past. Like people don't even look at him as a stand-up comic anymore. I feel
I
like
don't-
he's
I
more of
don't-
a movie star
I
than
don't
a
think he's
stand-up.
funny anyway.
I think he's got some good stuff, but for the most part, I tend to agree.
Dom, who is your favorite comedian right now?
Ever?
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
Or current?
Let's do both. Both.
Current's tough. I look at a lot of people. Ever is probably Chris Rock, probably, honestly. I'd really have to think about current because I watch a lot of people, especially on TikTok. Like, there's a lot of really good comedians on TikTok.
I think George Carlin would probably be like my top of like before and now. I think Bill Burr's pretty funny.
I was about to say Bill Burr.
Bill Burr's cool. I like Bill Burr.
But has he been? I mean, he's been in probably a movie here or there, but I don't consider him a
Right.
movie star
He's
by
not-
any means.
right.
Like,
No.
Like,
I'm just saying comedians. Now.
yeah, no, I got you.
I like Burt Kreischer a lot. I
think Nikki Glaser is really funny.
Yeah,
I mean,
she's
oh,
funny.
you know what? I totally messed up. Dave Chappelle's my number one of all time.
Yeah.
Chappelle's up there. Yeah, of course.
I totally forgot about him for like 2 seconds.
To be honest with you, I think Cat Williams is up there too for me. Like, I love Cat Williams. I think Cat Williams is fucking hilarious.
Do you know unpopular opinion who's really funny that you guys will probably be like, or the listeners might be like, Bill Cosby back in the
I was
day
about to say that. Yeah.
was really funny.
Yeah. I don't know if
I'm not trying to get canceled.
I was about to say I don't know if that's the PC thing to say in
Nah.
2022.
Back in the day.
I couldn't even.
Before he raped those
I
women.
don't think I've ever watched. Yeah, I've never really watched like anything of him.
No,
so
I watched
can't
one.
say.
I watched one, and it was very funny.
Yeah.
It also made things, put it into perspective a little bit when the stuff he was talking about are kind of makes sense. Let's just say that.
Oh, you know what? Bill Cosby did the commencement speech at my high school, like graduation, and he was like losing it at that time because like he was on stage giving the speech and like he literally said in front of everybody, you guys are gonna go to college, you're gonna smoke a little weed, you're gonna have a little sex. You're gonna find these socks that are, just so, and like my principal was like tapping him on the back, like, yo, you gotta go, man, you gotta go.
That's funny. I'm trying to think. Aziz Ansari, I think, is pretty funny.
See. I'm somebody. I used to love Pete Davidson, but I think he's lost a lot. I think he used to be really funny.
Yeah, I think Kardashian. Like, I think once he was in the limelight,
He was a little bit before that.
No, but I think he's good at stand up. I think he's a terrible act. Well, even I think acting out of it, but I don't think he is good. Like, I don't think he's funny in movies, but in stand up, I think he's pretty good. And even on the SNL skits, I don't think he's all that funny.
Yeah, I
think his
I
stand-up's
don't necessarily
better.
disagree. Of course, his best version is the roasts. Like that's
100%.
That's where he's at. Like
when he's making fun of his dad getting killed in 9/11, like it's some dark shit.
So Whitney Cummings is somebody who I don't.
She's funny.
I don't
too.
really like. I don't like her
I think she's
stand up,
funny.
but I
Okay.
think she's really good at writing shows, producing shows. I think she's naturally funny, but when she gets a microphone, it's her and John Mulaney. I feel the same way. They're Mulaney has written some of the best SNL skits in the last 15 years, which SNL hasn't been great in the last 15 years. There's some good, but I think those are two people that are a little awkward when they get a microphone and they're just like they not try too hard, but they just aren't as funny as they are if they were just sitting behind a microphone on a podcast or like
who's
if
funny?
they write.
You know who's funny, and I guess I kind of put him in this category, but it's such a different type of show. Bo Burnham, I think, is great.
Yeah, I like Bo Burnham.
Yeah,
I like my favorite. I think my favorite group of comedians, and unfortunately half of them have passed away, but Bob Saget.
Yep.
Jeff Ross.
Jeff Ross died?
No. I'm saying they're a
Okay,
group of.
all
They
right.
used to be a group of
All
friends.
right.
It's Bob Saget, Jeff Ross.
Yeah, I got you.
What's his face? The little dude.
The little
Gilbert
dude.
Godfrey.
Okay. Yep.
And Norm Macdonald. I think
Norm
are
Macdonald was great.
yeah.
Yep. Robin Williams was really good.
Yeah.
And you're talking about TikTok, Dom. These new TikTok comedians.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys know Matt Rife. Fucking hilarious.
Yeah, Matt Ride's cool.
TikTok.
Yeah.
He's fun.
Troy Bond is really good.
I don't know that one.
He's like a dude. Oh, real quick. So I went to high school with this kid Connor King, right? He after high school he went to, I think he moved to like L.A. and then he went to Chicago to do comedy, and he does this bit where like he talks about Allison Stoner. Remember Allison Stoner from like Cheaper by the Dozen and Disney Channel?
I saw this on TikTok. If it's what I'm
Yeah,
thinking of.
I went to high school with him. Yeah, I had
Really?
class with him. Yeah. I like literally have had
she
conversations with him.
showed up at his
Yeah.
his show. Really, that's funny.
Yeah. So Chris, like real quick, the bit is like he's like, oh, when I was 18, I moved to LA after high school, and like, I worked at a movie theater, and my crush growing up was Allison Stoner. So he said, of course, I'm working at a movie theater. I'm getting popcorn, and Allison Stoner comes up, and I freeze, and I say, I love your book, and she's like, my book, and he's like, yeah, when I was a kid, I used to have a Cheaper by the Dozen book, and you were just on the cover. And years and years go by, and he does this like that bit or whatever like on TikTok, and it gets like millions of likes, and then she finds it and reacts to it, and then she like maybe like a month ago she like showed up randomly at one of his shows in
without
like,
him knowing.
Chicago. Yeah. Yeah.
It's funny. And like I think he did the bit with her there too.
Yeah.
Like he did that
something like
exact set where like she was
and-
there and he didn't know it, but it was part of his set.
Yeah. Yeah. I think she said something along the lines too, like she's like I'm flattered, but I'm gay. What?
I mean, hey, gotta shoot your shot, I guess, right?
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, I mean, we talked about it a bunch, but I guess we could do the top 5 comedian next week.
Okay.
I'm cool with doing that. Hopefully, we're talking about the Eagles being in the Super Bowl, and we're gonna get out of here. Check us out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram at Phired Up Sports. Check out all the good content we have on FiredUpSports.com. Check out the shows on our network, and we will see everybody next Monday. Bye-bye.